Made in the Royal Navy.
The main benefit I feel of the apprenticeship is the trust that you have within the system.
Being paid to learn is everybody's dream, really.
There's so much stuff you can actually do in the Navy.
One day you may be out on boats, jumping out of helicopters,
Use various weapon systems.
work on radars. I would never have imagined me at 19 doing that. It's a lot of hands-on stuff, getting your hands dirty, covered in grease.
Head straight down to the beach.
There's plenty of opportunities to play sport, which was a big reason for joining as well.
I'm due to go on ship soon, so I'm looking forward to that, learning the fine dining side of stuff.
I think the Royal Navy's for everybody.
I found it quite appealing to be part of something so big.
Travel the world, meet new people, be part of something special.
If you want it, it's easy enough to get. You just have to work for it.
I'm Lieutenant Timmy. I am a Royal Navy Marine Engineering Officer, currently based at HMS Sultan. I did join the Navy through the apprenticeship scheme, and it was a scheme which had been running for a significant amount of time. Prior to joining the Navy, I was actually working in a nuclear company in France. But at this point in my career, I really wanted to get into a more operational environment and less purely academic. Moving through the ranks to where I am today, there has been a lot of support from the service, and that has always put me in a place where I see room to grow and to expand on my knowledge. I wanted to do a university short course which lasted 2 weeks at University of Bradford, and this was on a topic that had not much to do with my personal role in the service, but I just was curious because it was fully supported and funded by the Navy, and during that course I did meet other members from the tri-services and some civil servants with whom we could share our thoughts and experiences and our interests. It is okay to not know exactly what one wants to do, but it is important to develop or to build on any interest, because I believe one will be surprised to see how many people graduate from university not knowing exactly what sector of different industries they want to go to. When I joined the Navy, I quickly realized that the Navy, or the armed forces as a whole, is a bubble within a bubble. So it is a sub-segment of society. And that is to say that because we do live in close quarters, there is the natural tendency to create new networks and bonds and which tend to last for a lifetime. You build on these relationships, and they come in quite handy when you face challenging times in a difficult operational environment where you can actually lean on each other. It's all right to fail, but it's how you bounce. It's how you bounce off failure. And I'm a strong believer of experiencing failure, or some form of failure, early in life, because that means you have a better understanding of some of the bigger challenges in the future.
You don't have to be Superman to join, just as long as you're active and you're fit, and everything develops throughout training, so before you know it, you're doing things that you never thought you'd be capable of.
For me, the joining process was really easy. There was online facilities for me to look at, but I preferred to speak to people face to face. So I went into my local careers office, spoke to them there, told them my situation, see how they could help me. They were really helpful. They gave me all the stages of the application. I took each stage on one by one, put a lot of effort into each one, until the point I found myself here.
A good bit of advice is to buy yourself a good pair of running shoes. I was in the fittest kid on the block, so for me, like just getting out, running, doing press-ups and pull-ups was like the main thing for me. And I prepared myself mentally for it as well.
At first, I was not mentally and physically able to do what was expected of me. But as you progress, you get better and better at what you're doing.
Experience before you come in is not really that relevant because we want to teach you the way that we want you to learn and how the skills that we want you to have. So we take it as if you know nothing and then build you up from there and obviously teach you from there. It's what you make of it as well. If you've got that determination to do what you want to do and you've got a bit of a passion for it, then you're going to succeed and you're going to go on and do whatever it is you wanted to do.
If you're willing to put the effort in, prove yourself, work hard, you are guaranteed a career.
Big thank you to the Royal Navy. That's amazing stuff. The number of times I've been on holiday and I've seen guys in the Navy walking around and thought, I've paid to be here. They're being paid to be here. Amazing, amazing. What a lifestyle. Now, some of you may have experienced the stream dropping off slightly during that. Don't worry. The Learn Live website has all of this again for you to watch at your leisure. Video on demand, so just check it out if you've missed anything at all. Now, if you're just joining us, we're WorldSkills UK. We're an independent charity in partnership with employers, education and governments. And the whole point of this event is to bring you access to inspiring businesses, role models and apprentices so that you can make the right choices in your career path. Loads of great information coming up for you. Great information like we just saw from the Royal Navy. Now, some of you have already been getting in touch using the chat function, which you can find on the web browser. Got some shout outs already. Big shout out to Grange Learning Centre. Hello. Year 9 at Chase Grammar School. How you doing, guys? Thanks for joining us. Mr. Lambert gets a specific shout out. He's with 10H and 11B at Cardinal Wiseman School. Big up Lamo. Your pupils probably don't call you that, it's fine. Big shout to Hillcrest Girls School as well. Oh, and a special shout out to all of our career advisors who are on the web chat all day answering your questions. Guys, keep up the good work. You're doing an amazing job. Okay then, right, we have got more great talks coming up. But if you want to get a shout out, here's the hashtag. WSUK Live Online. You can email, get in touch at worldskillsuk.org. And in fact, we do want you to get in touch so much that I've just been told we are going to offer a prize, okay? So if you're getting in touch, you are entered, all right, in a prize draw to win a £100 Amazon voucher for your school. And you can also be in with a chance of winning that if you fill out the survey that's also down in the bottom of the screen. It's down in the general tab just below where you're watching now. So fill out the survey. But if you're getting in touch on Twitter or email, hellos are brilliant and you'll get some shout outs. But most importantly, we want some pictures of you, all right? We want to know where you're watching from. The more creative, the better. The best ones will appear on this screen for all the thousands and thousands of people watching to see. Okay. We've got another talk now, another session, some more great content from one of our other sponsors, this time the RAF. And they're going to speak specifically about the incredibly diverse range of engineering roles that are on offer with them. And we're going to hear from one of their pilots on how the RAF ensures that all its employees, whoever they are, whatever rank, whatever position, achieve genuine excellence. Here's the RAF.
We protect the skies over the UK, keeping the country safe. And we also provide help overseas by sending humanitarian aid to those that need it. We have to be ready at a moment's notice, 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. We are the Royal Air Force, and this is no ordinary job. When you think of the RAF, you might think of pilots, fast jets, and display teams like the Red Arrows. But did you know there are hundreds of people working behind the scenes to keep the RAF moving? We have medics and nurses, we have chefs and photographers, we have firefighters and police officers. And amongst this incredible team of talented people, we have a world-class team of engineers and technicians. Without them, our aircraft wouldn't even leave the ground. So what do our engineering teams do? What is life in the Royal Air Force really like? Is there a role for you? We're going to take you on a journey to find out about life in the RAF. From travelling the world to playing Rocket League during work time, the RAF may surprise you. Let's start by hearing from some of the people who work in engineering right now to learn about what they get up to day to day.
Hi, my name's Gemma and I am a wing commander in the Royal Air Force where I'm currently employed as an engineering officer. As an engineering officer, I have specialised in aerosystems, so in the aircraft side of engineering. At the moment, my job is working on the Typhoon aircraft, which I love, and my role includes introducing new capability to the aircraft. Sometimes it's new weapons, new avionics and new sensors, so it's all quite exciting.
So my name's Corporal John Beckham and I'm an aircraft technician avionics. Basically, aircraft technician avionics, we fix the electrical side of the aircraft, so that comes from like the comms, the radio systems, to autopilots, the weapons systems, panels, radars, all sorts of the electronic side of things. So anything that uses an electrical system, we fix. If it's a moving part, it'll be the mechanical aircraft technicians that deal with that.
I'm Chief Tech Mark Long. I joined the Air Force in October 2000 as an aircraft technician for avionics. I went through training and learned how to facilitate the fixing of aircraft and all the software systems on aircraft. I've worked fixing the electronics on Jaguar aircraft, so all the different systems that are on Jaguar, from laser heads to inertial navigation systems. I've then moved into the world of electronic warfare and producing software for electronic warfare for aircraft platform safety.
It changes every day and I love that variety. Some days I can be looking at something new that we're going to put on the aircraft. Other days it's looking at something old and thinking how can we change it and how can we improve it. So we'll be looking at documentation to assess if we've got enough evidence. We'll be speaking to the pilots to see what new things they want as well. So quite a lot of different things going on all at the same time.
It might feel scary to join such a huge organisation with so many new people to meet. Well, this is where all of our RAF personnel started out, and they have so many exciting stories to tell you. First, we're going to hear from Ryan, a communications electronics engineer